This is Freedom Global News. This is Freedom Global News.
Federal government discovers 54,000 fake payroll entries in the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System. The New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, drags INEC to court seeking disqualification of APC candidates in Kaduna.
This is Freedom.
Correspondent report on International Day to protect education from attack. And on the foreign scene, Angola court rejects poll result appeal and opposition urges protest.
Global News.
Good evening, you listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. I am Hauwa Adamu Kiyawa. Today is the 9th of September 2022, which is equivalent to the 12th of Safar, to the 11th of Safar, to the 12th of Safar 1444 after Hijri. And now the news in full. The federal government says whistleblowers' activities have aided discovery of 54,000 fake payroll entries in the Integrated Personnel and Payroll Information System, IPPIS, implemented in the country's civil and public service. The National Security Advisor, Babagana Munguno, disclosed this at the National Policy Dialogue on Corruption and Security organized by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, today in Abuja. He attributed the discovery to the expansion of the coverage of IPPIS against stiff opposition from some quarters. Babagana Munguno also said the deployment of the bank verification number, BVN, to validate the federal government's stance on the payment platform to the detection. He said the implementation of the Treasury Single Account, TSA, is more than 90% of all ministries, departments and agencies of the government has resulted in the consolidation of more than 70,000 bank accounts previously spread across deposit money banks in the country, leading to the monthly saving of about 4 billion naira in bank charges. The event was convened to discuss the current security challenges and how corruption is fueling the problems in the country. Also in attendance were the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, and the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, among others. The New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has dragged the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, before Justice Hadiza Shagari of a federal high court sitting in Kaduna. The party is challenging the list of the All Progressives Congress, APC candidates for governorship and state assembly seats published by INEC on July 22nd for the general election. The NNPP alleged that the candidates did not emerge through a legal process or due process as prescribed by the Electoral Act and other extant laws. The party is therefore asking the court to compel INEC to do the right thing by removing the candidates of the APC from the list of eligible candidates for the 2023 general elections in Kaduna State. The case, which came up for mentioning in Kaduna today, was adjourned to September 15th for hearing. On the sporting arena, all Premier League matches this weekend have been postponed as a mark of respect following the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Larazana has details of this and other sports updates.
The English top flight took the decision today despite guidance from the British government that cancelling sporting events was not compulsory during the period of national mourning. The Premier League stated at a meeting this morning that the Premier League clubs pay tribute to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II to honour her extraordinary life and contribution to the nation. And as a mark of respect, this weekend's Premier League match round will be postponed, including Monday evening's game. All matches in the English Football League and Women's Super League have also been postponed. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has committed commissioned the Nigerian Navy Sports Complex at Navy Town Barracks in Ojo, Lagos. The president also kicked off the opening ceremony of the 12th Nigerian Navy Games. Those who accompanied President Buhari included Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, Chief of Naval Staff Awol Gambo, and Chief of Defense Staff Lucky Irabu. In another update, Napoli striker Victor Osimhen will miss the Italian team's home fixture with Spezia on Saturday with a thigh injury. In a statement, Napoli said that the Nigerian forward had hurt femoral bicep in his right thigh, an injury suffered in the first half of Wednesday's 4-1 hammering of Liverpool in Naples. The 23-year-old was substituted 4 minutes before halftime in the Champions League win at the Stadio Maradona and replaced by recent signing Giovanni Simeone. And on tennis, Tunisia's Ons Jabeur will face world number 1 Iga Swiatek for the US Open women's single title after both won their semi-finals on Thursday. Fifth seed Jabeur, aged 28, reached the back-to-back Grand Slam finals by winning 6-1, 6-3 against France's Caroline Garcia. The final takes place in New York on Saturday. Sarazanna, Freedom Radio.
The global news is coming to you from Freedom Radio 99.5 FM. You can send your comments, opinions, and watch us live on Freedom Radio Nigeria on Facebook.com. You can get the link to the page on our website, freedomradionig.com. Welcome back. You still listen to Freedom Global News on 99.5 FM. The International Day to Protect Education from Attack is observed every year on September 9th. The day aims to protect children and their education. To this end, Muhammad Sani Uba takes a look at the importance of the day and files in this report.
International Day to Protect Education from Attack was first established on May 29, 2019 by an unanimous decision of the United Nations General Assembly calling on UNESCO and UNICEF to raise awareness of the plight of millions of children living in countries affected by conflict. The resolution proclaiming the day was presented by the State of Qatar and co-sponsored by 62 countries. The General Assembly's resolution affirmed that government have the primary responsibility to provide protection and ensure inclusive and equitable quality education at all levels to all learners, especially those in vulnerable situations. In 2020 and 2021, there were more than 5,000 reported attacks on education and incidents of military use of school and universities, harming more than 9,000 students and educators in at least 85 countries. Findings by UNESCO and Global Education Monitoring showed that the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria has risen to 20 million from about 12.5 million recorded in 2021 as a result of terrorist attacks. Many northern states have come under attack by terrorists, with many people, including children, killed and several others kidnapped, where many schools were shut down across these affected states, include the April 14, 2014 kidnap of 276 schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno State, another 300 pupils from Damasak, Borno State, 110 pupils from Dapchi, Yobe State, 344 pupils from Ankara, Katsina State, 276 pupils from Jangede, Zamfara State, 100